What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance video, and this one is all about Jasmine. Now, Jasmine has decided to take to her Instagram to go on a whole rant to clarify certain things that have been rumors against herself. And you know what though? Sometimes I sit here and I say to myself, Jasmine has to be the one that I dislike the most. But then I remember about Kimberly, then I remember about Ben, then I remember Mike, then I remember Memphis, and this is the problem. There's so many people on this season that you just don't like, and you just don't know which one you dislike the most, purely because they all bring something different to the table that is freaking irritating, gaslighting, and XY freaking Z. But with that being said though, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into Jasmine's Instagram rants, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the freaking channel. Now with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the very first screenshot of them all. She comes out by saying, for the last time, I'm not pregnant. If you see sometimes I have a belly, is because I have inside of me, has every human being on earth. If I ever had a baby, it will be super planned. I believe I'll do it in a lab because I want twins. No hurry for pregnancy. You will be the first to know the news from me if it happens. Like, come on. It will be in a freaking laboratory. What's wrong with this woman? But anyway, let's move on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen, because believe me when I tell you, there is a series of madness. She then comes out by also saying this: both of my kids are from the same dad. I've read tons of comments saying they have different fathers. It is quite interesting how a lot of the people from this season have spent a lot of their time online reading comments from people they don't even know, just so they can have a reason to go on rants on their social media platforms, just so they can be rude to the people that are viewing them and obviously, you know, saying what they need to say. But nonetheless though, let's move on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Now for this one itself in particular, she comes out by saying, for those saying teachers don't make 3K in Panama, I used to have 2 full-time jobs and tutoring classes. We charge from $35 to $40 the hour. Parents happily pay you and parents happily pay you that, and usually require tutoring classes has a minimum of 2 hours weekly. Now here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the episode when she talked about how she was earning 3K? And when she said that she was earning 3K in that episode, she specifically said, I was earning it from being a teacher. Now, of course, I guess to be honest with you, we can only at the time assume she meant from being an active teacher in a school. But of course, now she's just saying that, well, actually, I didn't mean as a teacher in just a school. I obviously meant by doing X, Y, Z. But here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen, it is quite fitting how Jasmine, for a woman that comes across with such intelligence, how she does spend a lot of time online trying to justify things that in reality she doesn't really need to justify. But anyway, let's move on because there's more. Like I said, she went on a whole freaking rant justifying a lot of things that really and truly you're thinking, lady, just give it a freaking break. But to be fair, before we move on to the next one, let's go back to the very first one about her being pregnant and people saying she may have a belly here, there, and everywhere. You know, it is quite fitting how Jasmine has decided to declare her love to a man like Gino, who does nothing to look after his own health and his own well-being, while she's always out here grinding and grinding hard and hard in the gym, always having all of these extreme workouts. Well, no, I wouldn't say extreme, but having all of these workouts, making sure that she's staying in shape. And it makes me wonder though, is she only doing her best to stay in shape? One, because of course it's always been a thing. And two, most importantly, because she wants to make sure that she looks good for her next baby daddy. For her next sugar daddy. Because again, let's not forget that they met on a website. And the matter of fact is, Jasmine the whole season is saying, this is something that I've clocked on real recently. Throughout the whole season, she wanted to divert from the fact that she met Gino on a sugar daddy website, because at the end of the day, she wants us all to forget that that was her sole purpose in the first place of matching with him anyway. So to be honest with you, I definitely do believe that the long-term game for her is to eventually move on to another sugar daddy, or at least move on to a guy that she's actually going to want to be with, and as she said, have super planned, you know, for the next babies, because she wants twins in her lab. Like, honestly, I know you can do that, but it tells me that if she wants to have if she wants to guarantee twins in a lab, that means that definitely she's looking for someone who can afford that, because of course, giving birth in that type of way, you're going to need the money. Now, I can only assume she must have twins in her family tree, because otherwise it's not really possible, is it? But anyway, let's move on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here's extra information that really and truly, I didn't even realize that there was this thing going around about how she paid for her breasts, but she obviously decided to come across and justify that too by saying, I remember back in 2016 when I had my breast augmentation surgery, I saved the money from my tutoring. It cost 6K by then. I love the way she's actually gone out of her way to actually justify how much it even costs as well, and the fact that she saved all this money all by herself. It's like she wants a freaking round of applause. Okay, Jasmine, well done. You was able to work, you was able to save, and you got yourself some boobs. Fantastic. But really and truly, why the hell are you telling us for? But this is the thing though, is because Jasmine, just like most of the cast members, spend most of their time literally looking for gaslighting comments so they can use it to their own advantage to then just bounce back, just so they can stay relevant throughout, just for the sake of staying relevant, isn't it? But nonetheless though, ladies and gentlemen, there is one more, and then we will be done. As you can see here, the last justification of the rant. The down payment of my car, I also saved it and then got fully paid with tutoring classes. At the beginning, I think she meant beginning. At the beginning of the school year, what I used to do was to have 5 to 6 students I would tutor the whole school year. Again though, ladies and gentlemen, I sit here as I read all of these things, you know, as I already had beforehand, and I just sat there and I said to myself, why are you doing this? And then I said to myself, why am I going to make a video about this? And then I said to myself, well, here's the thing though, because I want to point out how not just Jasmine, but how all of the cast members just go on these websites purposely to find a reason to moan at viewers, to moan at people that are obviously supporting them on their social platforms so they can be in the position that they're in now, if you dig what I'm saying. And for me personally, I find it rather ungrateful, because at the end of the day, you wouldn't see me going on websites to find out if someone's saying some negative things about me. What the hell do I care for? I'm more worried about making sure that I'm doing what I gotta do and I keep going forward in life. And this is the thing, Jasmine, for someone that is so clued up and is all about, you know, doing the right thing for herself and being super planned, you think that she wouldn't even have the energy to want to go on websites and check out what people are saying. You think her head will be in the game of wherever she's looking to go, but clearly she has too much time on her hands. And this is where I say that Jasmine is 100% fully like manipulative, to the stage of where, like I said already, it's quite interesting how the whole season, it was never really focused on that much that her and Gino met on a sugar daddy website. And even when it was revealed, it was downplayed real quick. And at the end of the day, a lot of us have assumed that she's got a long-term plan. And if you ask me, the long-term plan is for her to probably find another one at some point, if you dig what I'm saying. But hey, nonetheless though, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know what you're thinking. Now, also on top of that though, I have released a new video on my other channel, okay? And I will be linking it down here, ladies and gentlemen, for you guys to check it out. And this video here is a vlog of how I've been dying and getting myself shredded, ready for the freaking summer. I really hope you guys will enjoy that video though, if you do decide to go watch it. I mean, you should. Why wouldn't you? Because it's me. I'm excited. I'm exhilarating. Okay, I'm just an amazing human being. Nah, it's really not. Yeah, Anyway, I hope you go watch it and support. Too much sometimes. Hey, like, subscribe, peace.